Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Transport, Alison Zhe, has dismissed some of the criticisms made by immediate past president of the National Consumers Association, Hubert James. The former head of the organization called for protest action in response to a recently announced compulsory driving test required by senior citizens 65 and over.
All the accidents that are on the road are from the young people. Not one of them that come from the senior people. And we must have respect for our senior citizens who have made our country what it is today. By putting these laws to then our senior people, I can understand an eye test. An eye test should be for everybody because a lot of our young people have eye problems. So we need to have eye tests for persons who want to go and learn to drive. But not that you're going to target our senior citizens, whereby they're now on pension, their disposable income is getting less and less, and you're going to make them pay more money just for a license.
However, Ms. Zhe says this is not the case and that only a $50 fee is applicable.
If senior citizens are subjected to exorbitant fees, they certainly aren't the fees of the licensing authority, because we go only by what the law says. $50 for the driving test. Now we must understand why that provision is in the law. Because first of all, it is international, it's an international standard.
Zhe contends the compulsory test is in keeping with public safety and forms part of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 8 of the revised laws of 26.
There's an understanding that one who reaches a particular age sees the diminishing of some of their faculties. Sight, hearing, and certain other things. And so if you have persons who have not been tested, driving on the road and causing a danger to others, to other citizens, then you would have a problem.
She adds senior citizens are not required to go back and get their licenses, as misunderstood by some members of the public. The test would just examine certain elements to ensure the individual has certain prerequisites to drive.
The test that is being administered to persons in that category are what we call a check test, not a normal driving test like for a learner, but one where the driving examiner would determine what is to be tested on, depending on the person who comes before them.
The legislation to have senior citizens take a compulsory exam has always been on the law books but seldomly enforced. Sarah Peter, HTS News Force.